Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently very close to getting our castles completed here. We need to get Mahal up a little bit further here. We've actually got quite a ways to go on that one. And we can always put money into our other holdings. That's fine, we can do that, but it's not strictly necessary. Do we have access to upgrade this to level 2? We do. Okay, so that's quite a lot of money. Does the Tamil culture have access to level 2s? Yes, for non-keeps is the answer. Okay, so that's quite a lot of money that we can continue to invest in our holdings. The question is, do we want to? We had discussed at some length getting rid of our armored footmen and replacing them with elephants. They're currently stationed in Calicut, which would work absolutely perfectly. We've got elephant traps there, so that is fine. But again, that's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. So with that in mind, we are working on faith conversion here, and that's almost done. We do have more faith conversion that we want to do, of course. Yeah, there's definitely more faith conversion that we want to do. This is from our liege. We'll accept that one. Okay, so we have at this point gotten our conversion finished. We need to get another conversion going. We're going to head up over here and get started with that. So that's going to take a while. That's absolutely fine for now. What is this, marriage? This would get us allied with this guy. Do we want to be allied with this guy? That depends a lot on whether we can do anything out here. Wait, how would subjugate even happen here? If we'd need the level of fame. But if we did this, how would that even work? We would take his primary title and make him our vassal. Right. I mean, I'd love to do that. Obviously, it's a bit tough. We do have this claim over here, but we don't have the prestige that we would need to get that done. So, there's that. Where did that offer go? I think we may have accidentally declined it. Oh well, it's fine. I don't really care about it either way. It's absolutely fine. We're not really going to make any movement over here anyway because we just don't have the prestige. So for right now, that is okay. So we are going to want to get more upgrades going down here for sure. The major question is, would we rather get this building? And the answer is yes. Let's get that underway. So that looks good. We're going to only have, at this point, when is this finishing? 11 months? Okay, so we're probably going to need to save money up for getting an upgrade done over here next. That's fine. So money is, of course, going to be a bit of an issue, but we can see here's our vassal upgrading his city level. That's a very big deal for us. That's a lot of money that we don't have to put in there. And also here, the same thing is happening. That's a very good thing. Very good. So we're incredibly happy about that. Dynastic solidarity, huh? This does sound like a family affair. Okay, so we're now rivals with this person. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know why we care. They're a very long ways away. Okay, we started a feud against them, and we just don't care about the feud, to be honest. It's completely irrelevant. We're bitter nemesis. Okay. So we have a stewardship perk available. We're going to take at any cost. Domain taxes plus 20% is enormous. And we could gain 150 prestige here, and we're going to do that. We need to get as much prestige as we could get our hands on, because I'd love to get some pushing done out over here. Of course, in order to do that, we're going to need to bulk up our military, and that's not very surprising. So first things first, we need to be notified when this decision becomes available, but this is 500 prestige. Keep in mind, we can turn gold into prestige if we need to via things like tournaments. So that is an option, and we don't necessarily want to do it right now. Right now, I think gold is more valuable to us. So I'm going to draw up the Writs of Honor. That gives us a lot of gold. But what is the outcome here? He's going to pay us another 505 gold, but he gets an indebted weak hook. I'm doing it. This is so much gold. What are we going to do with this gold? Well, we could invest it into making more money, or we could invest it into our men-at-arms. Those are our options, and I'm strongly leaning towards investing it into things like this. So we'll get that going, and then we'll get like a small wind furnace going over here. Over this direction, this is a monastery. Do we want to change this? We're probably better off having a wind furnace here. So let's get that going. That'll be fine. Out over this direction, we see resin collectors, libraries, and a chapel. I want to change this library over into also being a wind furnace, but we can't do that here. Okay, do wind furnaces have to be built on the coast? Maybe. Furnaces oriented directly towards the west so they can catch and use as much as possible of the incident wind. Interesting. Well, they don't seem to be available here for whatever reason. Possibly it has to be on the coast. In which case, our best option here is actually the elephantry. So we'll get going with that. That seems fine. We've got this city here. We would love to build a university there, but there's no reason to do that as of right now. Upgrading our small wind furnace here will be fine, and that looks good. So then we've still got this up here, which is not currently constructing. Okay. So we'll get that going soon enough. Can we replace this with a wind furnace? We could, and we should. So we'll get this going as soon as we've got the cash. That's going to be 3 months. Okay. So that's absolutely fine. Not a major issue there. Clay front walls have been constructed in Mahal. Noted. I do want to get this going. So we'll get the wind furnace completed as soon as we can. Mahal is not constructing right now. 257 gold? No, we're not paying money. We are not paying money right now. We need all the money we can get our hands on. Can we proceed without choosing this? No. What I was going to do is I was going to proceed for a month tick here until we had the gold to do this and then run this bet. As it is, maybe we just take the prestige. Okay, that'll be fine. I would love to have the gold, but we were so close to getting this wind furnace done that I just wanted to get that underway. This construction over here is completed, so we definitely want to get something going there. And over in Mahal, of course, we're going to need to get some upgrades going here as well. So this is probably what we want to build, but that is a number of months away from finishing, or rather from getting the money that we need for that. So that's understood. At this moment, we're not eligible to extort subjects. So we should get somebody of count rank or higher in order to be able to do that. We also just discovered the hereditary rule innovation, so that's neat. We could go after this guy. We don't have a CB on him, though. So there is that. For the moment, I feel like we're still better off just slowly building up our economy. We're up to 30.5 gold per month, and that number is going to go up pretty substantially as we get all of these constructions finished. Of course, we can't afford to be simultaneously constructing in all of these holdings. That is just not to be expected, right? But this upgrade is absolutely what we want to go for. We are about 4 months away from being able to get a trade port upgrade here. Okay, so that all seems fine for now. We can start thinking about military upgrades, including upgrading our pikemen and our mangonels fairly soon. But what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to go after this guy. Even just pressing this claim would be very good for us. This would not require the level of fame that this would. So that is all an option, of course. Right now, we're not really strong enough to take this on anyway, so that seems okay. We can continue to expand out this direction. Making claims is something that I am interested in doing, but that costs money. And right now, I really feel like getting our economic duchy more online is the way to go. The more money we spend on our economic duchy, the more money we have to spend later. That's the idea here. So we're just putting in huge investments into our economic duchy, and that will pay off in the end. So that all sounds good. We do want to get an upgrade going here, and it's going to be farms and fields. We're about 4 months away from that at this moment, so that seems fine. Just checking through here, this is the only holding that is eligible to construct that is being idle at this moment. We do have these idle castles, but there's nothing we can do about that. There's no upgrades that we can do here at this time. So that seems okay for now, and this conversion here is going very slowly. We're not surprised about this. It's a difficult conversion, but that is fine for right now. What is this betrothal? This is interesting. This is a kingdom level realm here. But this is not a matrilineal marriage, and I think I'm going to end up declining this. Okay, for now that's fine. Who is this? This is our spy master, and I don't care about this person. We'll let the trader be known to all. Okay, so up over this direction, we want to get our crop fields going right now. So that's underway, and at this moment, this city is not constructed. I believe this one isn't either. Okay. So that's all fine. We, of course, know that we can't construct in all of these holdings at the same time. It's too much. It's simply too much. But we'll get there. We will get to having all of these maxed out. And actually, we're kind of close. Kind of close. But we do have a ways to go, ultimately. So that's fine. So we're up to about 31 gold per month right now. We're making good progress there. How old are we? We're 52. Okay. That's a lot of sons. I didn't realize how many sons we had. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected to see. Can we change our succession law? Well, no is the answer, because we don't have the prestige. And we don't have the heraldry innovation. We could go to partition, but we can't go to high partition. And I'm not sure that there's a point in going to partition at this time. High partition would be absolutely the way to go. So if we hop into our culture here, we are, of course, Sinhala culture at this moment. Guilds is going to be done in about 2 years. That is going to give us access to a lot more economic things. So there's that. Castle Bailey's is going to be done in about 20 years. And, of course, battlements is complete. It's Tamil that doesn't have battlements. So if we hop over to Tamil culture and we take a look at this, let's see what we've got here. So they're currently working on heraldry for Tamil culture. So that would give access to high partition, which is a good thing to have, for sure. And actually, exposure to battlements is happening. So that'll be done in about 7 years. That's a very good thing. So that means that we have looming in our future a lot of additional construction. That's fine. We have a new stewardship perk. This is now maxing out the avaricious tree. So we're going to grab avaricious, boosting us up to 33, almost 34 gold per month. That's quite a lot, to be sure. So let's get an upgrade going over here. Guild halls sounds good. We'll get that going. And who is this? This is our son, and he is chaste, patient, fickle, flamboyant trickster, and he's into whipping himself and using drugs. Okay. Well, that's, you know, unshakable faith in Shiva, right? Clearly. Excellent. Okay. This person is scheming against us. We'll let the trader be known to all, but we don't like it. Actually, this is a scheme against us. They're trying to murder us. That's very rude. So we should probably do something like redouble guards. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so this is a minus 71%. But that's going to take a while, right? No doubt about it. The question is, who's actually planning this? It's very rude of them, but they're a long ways away from being able to do anything about it yet. So that seems okay for now. We do want to get this upgrade going. We'll have enough to do that very soon. Expectations, huh? Who is this? This is our guest? Okay, sure. We gained a favor hook on this 6-year-old. Cool. So we can upgrade this wind furnace, and we'll get that going immediately. So that seems great. Trade port constructed in Mahal. That, of course, means, oh, we got impeccable household, so our prestige went up. That's nice. We, of course, are going to want to get this upgrade going, and that's, again, a lot of gold. So we'll save up for that, but it's going to take a little while. Economically, we're in a pretty good place right now, but we would definitely like to be in a better place. If we take a look at our liege, we are economically stronger than our liege. And this is even with us paying taxes to him. So that's kind of insane. We're invited to join this guy's hunt. Do we care? It is an opportunity to gain prestige. Actually, I feel like we should. So this hunt is up over this direction. There are some dangers, specifically hills. So we can go for a mountaineer here. That will reduce the danger a decent amount. And then here we have jungle. So we'd go for like a jungle stalker, and that reduces this down to a 17% chance of danger. We can hire a caravan master as well, and that'll help matters some. So we're at 15 safety. This will cost us 11 gold. That's fine. So we'll go join the hunt. And off we go. Okay, so we're making camp here soon. Our success chance is only 14.5%. Our intent is currently recreation, but maybe we should change it to slay beast, because we want prestige. So we'll change it over there, and that'll be fine for now. So we have 161 gold in stock at this moment, and we would love to get an upgrade going basically anywhere we can at this juncture. We can't get all of these building at once, but we can certainly try. We can try to have as little downtime as possible. So that will be the plan here. Good prospects, huh? Well, it doesn't look very likely. So this would be hunting raptor, gaining an additional prestige per month. But this is 150 prestige overall and a success chance increase. So hang on. This hunting raptor is going to last 5 years. That means that this is going to be overall 60 prestige. 5 times 12. But this is 150, over double that amount of prestige. This will also boost our success chance. We will gain stress because of our traits. But we'll put it back. We also just got 285 gold from household savings. That's excellent. And 10 gold from the raptor egg. Very good. Let us continue. I don't want to risk the prestige there. So that's fine for the moment. Now, we can come in here and we can upgrade our wind furnaces at this moment. And that is absolutely excellent. Okay, we're attempting to ambush an antelope. We've got a 17% success chance. So that's probably not going to be a thing. Yeah, as expected, the hunt fails. That's fine. We got what we needed out of it. Let us leave this adventure behind. We gained 112 prestige overall, and we gained a little legitimacy, I think, too. So that's absolutely fine. We have an empty council position. This is our spy master. We need a solid spy master here, which is our son. Which means that we would need a new court chaplain. Out of curiosity, this son is the same skill level. Let's put him in there. Okay, so he's on disrupt schemes. We don't know who is trying to kill us, but someone is. So there's that. So that's all absolutely fine for right now. We would love to get another construction going, and this temple is a good place to do one. So this chapel is definitely an upgrade that we can do, and apparently our wife died, one of our wives anyway, and I'm not sure which one. Was that the important wife? That was the important wife. Okay, so we need a new wife with high stewardship. This one would not actually cost us prestige despite being lowborn, which is mildly surprising. She has very good stats, so let's do it. We need to make her be our primary spouse. And that's going to cost us 300 legitimacy. Ooh, that's because she's lowborn. I don't think we can afford that. Maybe we can find somebody else. This lady is not lowborn, and she has 20 compared to 22. It's a little lower. Okay, there we go. And then we make her be our primary spouse, which actually works. There we go. We just didn't want to lose all that legitimacy. That would have been a lot. So we're going to have her be managing domain. That's fine. Excellent. And hopefully she'll find us some money. That would be the dream. So there's a betrothal over here offered, and I don't care about this. It's not really something we're interested in right now. Let's go ahead and build another monastery upgrade. That'll be wonderful. Beset by threats. We would be... She wants to drop the feud. And, I mean, we've never cared about the feud. It's time this is done with. Okay, the feud is over. We never did anything with the feud. And to my knowledge, they never did anything to us either. Unless that's what this was. Which, maybe? Maybe. So we do want to get an upgrade up over here. This is going to be like this, and that's fine. We do have a number of additional areas that we want to upgrade, though, and Mahal is a big one. So I think we should probably just save up gold at this juncture, and that'll be fine. Another thing that I'd really, really like to do... I'd really like to get a count-level vassal. Now, we could grant out one of these titles for the explicit purpose of being able to extort our courtiers. We don't actually care about the development, or rather the control growth of the Maldives. This is 290 gold. Fertility growth is fine, whatever. I'm not sure that even applies to us. And development growth is very good. I'm going to take the coin. Perfect. So that's fine for now, and we are going to upgrade our farms and fields here. So that's now underway, and we're going to be making a lot more money soon enough. Okay, it is our rival. It was this lady that was plotting to kill us. The vile fiend. So the scheme is, of course, discovered, and she dropped it. Okay, perfect. I'm not surprised, necessarily, that it was her. That makes sense. So, we apparently have this kid who's not really making any gold, who would be able to pay us 15 gold if he had 15 gold, but he doesn't have 15 gold. So that's not an option. I do want to start thinking about expansion very, very soon. And this guy would be a great guy to expand into. We'd be able to hold one of these ourselves. And I mean, look at the number of holding slots here. That's insane. Absolutely insane. We'd have to build the holdings. But wacky. Very, very wacky. So I'd love to take that. We could start working on fabricating claims, but we are working on conversions at this moment, and our conversions are taking a while. So that's understood. We can sell trivial titles again, which we are actually interested in doing. And that is going to give us... Okay, shameful behavior, sure. Very sad, but it's fine. Out over this direction, I do want to get our small wind furnaces going. There we go. And we can come down over here. This is a copying chamber. Can we change that to a wind furnace? We can. So we're going to do so. And here I want to put in a small harbor. That looks fine. Up over this direction here, we've got these guys. Okay, so we're 2 month ticks away from being able to get this going. So that's fantastic. We're up to about 35 gold per month at this moment. We lost our personal physician. I don't care for now. We will see if that becomes a problem later, but for the moment, it's not an issue. And at this moment, all of our holdings that are eligible to construct are constructing. So that's very good. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I think we're going to start strongly thinking about expanding down this direction once this faith conversion is completed. And we don't have these faith conversions, but they should go faster. The question is a matter of order of operations, and we'll decide on that order next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.